Go live. Hello there, channel members, friends, and followers, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful evening today, and there is absolutely no better way to spend New Year's Eve other than to be with you fine folks. This is Q8 Pilot, your host for tonight's show, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be flying the X-Works A330-900 NEO mod by X-Works. And we are going to be doing so aboard this Q8 Pilot livery. I want to thank the team at X-Works for creating this really rather nice livery for the Q8 Pilot channel. So we're going to be flying this livery today from Sydney to Brisbane in Australia. A couple of things for our stream today. Of course, I want to wish you all a Happy New Year. This is the very last stream in 2022. It's been quite a journey over the past 8 years. 2022 has been very special, I think, for flight simulation in general. And I have something to show you guys, which is a new intro. So I'm going to go ahead and start the poll, but just please wait for me to show you the intro before you start voting. So let me go ahead and start this here. And you've got it there. And we have with us today, if I can go, Stan, hello, my friend. Happy New Year to you. I hope that you are well. I wish you and your loved ones a Happy New Year and many years to come, many happy returns to come in the future. Asian Kid, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard Flight this service. Welcome aboard. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Thank you for your support here at the channel. And we have the X-Works team here with us in the house. Welcome aboard, guys. And we have David White. Good morning to you. We have also Wozair. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Happy New Year to you. iGray, what is it? iGray Fox. Is it Fox? Foxel? Fox? Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. Subcar. Hello, my friend. Salzar. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Welcome aboard. We have also Ahmed Yol Farouk, I suppose from the way you wrote your last name. You're from Turkey, right, Ahmed? Welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome to all our friends and followers from Turkey. And we have also Rodrigo from Brazil. Hello, my friend. Happy New Year to you. Anthony, hello, my friend. Happy New Year to you. I hope that the new year will be filled with happiness, prosperity, and lots of love to all of you guys from me, Q8 Pilot. Gray Fox, hello, my friend. Welcome, Gray Fox. Badger, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have also Michael Allen. Hello, Michael. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. So, first order of business today, guys, is I really want, of course, the channel members have already seen the intro. They kind of got a sneak peek on the intro, but today I am going to ask you guys to help me. So what we're going to do is, let's see here. Let me bring up the, all right, so this is the new intro, and I want your honest opinion. If you don't like it, you can just click on scrap it, but here we go. Right, so that's the intro, and the outro is going to be this. So now that you've seen the intro and the outro, go ahead and vote for it. Of course, I'd like to thank you, Rodrigo. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I'm going to follow whatever the community tells me. If you tell me keep the logo, make it official, I will make it official. If you tell me no, Q8, that's not you, that's not the channel, you know, scrap it, it's no good, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, and that's going to be the way forward on the channel. When I want to make, you know, big changes, I'm going to always refer back to you guys, because this channel is made for you. And I hope I can continue throughout the coming years to provide you with the entertainment as well as the non-biased and honest reviews that you are accustomed to here at the Q8 Pilot channel. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm very fortunate to have received this beautiful A300, A330-900 NEO from the guys at X-Works, and I'm actually very impressed with the changes they've made to the aircraft. Look at those engines. They are just superb. You can see also the work on the wings. Those are the NEO wings. And they've done a very good job on the livery as well. Here they've got the channel slogan. You've got the Q8 logos there on the wingtips. And I was actually really looking. You guys know me. I like details. So I was looking at this aircraft, and look at that. They actually put my name underneath the nose, which was a nice touch. Yeah, I really like that, guys. I really thank you so much, the guys at X-Works. Thank you so very much for, first of all, for your kindness, for making this livery, and for providing me with this beta version. And the beta version has got the engine covers, as you can see here. So quick look at where we are. So this is Sydney, and the airport is by Time Models. It's a nice rendition of Sydney, and of course fully adaptable to the X-Plane 12 features. You can see some, you know, some wet, you know. There, you can see some wetness there on the ground. I think my laminar has kind of worked on this a little bit, so that now it doesn't look so, you know, so dull. They worked on it a little bit. I think it still needs a little more work, but I think overall, I think it looks good. So, back to our flight today, and what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the cockpit. Michael, could I make a suggestion for the next one? Have a plane fly towards the viewer until it blacks out the screen. You know, speaking of that, I'm going to show you guys something. Now that you've said this, I'm going to show you something. Now, the original intro, the Q8 Pilot intro, was not made by me. It was made by a guy by the name of Ronald Griffin. And Ronald Griffin is actually the same guy that developed the intro for Matt Davis. So you will see some resemblance in what I'm about to show you. But let me show you this. Again, today is a very relaxed stream, right? And Benny, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Let me show you guys something, which was something that I had Ronald do for me when I reached 3,000 subscribers at the channel. So let me see where I can find it here. Ronald, it still has his name. Final 3K sub. That's the one. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, those were the days, huh? Now it's 3,000 subs and 350K views at the time. David, hello, David. Welcome to the VVIP membership here at the Q8 Pilot channel. Thank you very much, sir, for your support. It's just a wing engine mod for the default A330. It pretty much, yeah, pretty much. That's right. But the thing is. Yeah, that was the 3K sub, and it was, hey Randy, hello my friend, welcome aboard. And Rand Cooley is here. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Rand, Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you very much for being here. It definitely brings a lot of memories back to me. Just to imagine 3,000 subs and 350,000 views at that time. And today the channel has over 64, I believe 63,000. We were very close to 64,000 subs and over 14 million views. So that's quite. I never really imagined the channel would grow that much. Cam, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to my very dear friend Rand Cooley. And we have also Heinz Ketchup. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. All right. So let's hop into the cockpit. And by the way, I've created some wing views there for you guys. Look at those engines, those beautiful Rolls-Royce engines. And then the wing, and then the other side as well with the engine view here. A couple of engine views. Look at that view. Look at those beautiful engines. So essentially what the guys at X-Works are going to do is they are going to separate this aircraft completely. So it's going to become kind of like the Zebo, if you will. Diego, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Is this a mod? Yes, this is a mod. And you can download it by typing in chat command !aircraft. It will provide you with a link to download from the explain.to website. Or if you like, just go to the stream description and you'll be able to find it there. All right, so I prepped the aircraft with the load and balance. So here is a quick route on our flight today. So actually, let me bring Volanta. That's nicer. Here, so that's Volanta. And you can tell I was playing with my, with the stream. I think I might have lost there's the flight plan. And if we go to the briefing, and we're going to go to operational flight plan, we're definitely not doing 39,000 today. We could, but we're not going to. There we go. So we're going to be departing Sydney, runway 07 through the Fisher 8 to departure through the Entra transition, then to Yankee 245 to Banda, Hotel 185, exit at Gomel, and then it's the Gomel to X-ray to Brisbane, runway 19er left. Should be an interesting flight. So let's go ahead and get things ready. So first of all, we're going to make sure there are no whites once we turn on the batteries. So we're going to come here, turn battery 1, battery 2. Very nice sounds for a default aircraft. APU battery is also on galley and commercial, whatever that means. Bus tie is on. Generators, APU gen. And let's see, generator here and external power. And now we'll be able to hear the, there you can hear the air conditioning system kicking in. Cruise supply, flap, GWS, and terrain systems are all turned on. Flight control systems are turned on. The ADIRs are set to nav mode. And IR 1 through 1, 3, and 2 are all turned on. And the same thing goes here. Perfect. Toilet. What does it say here? What's occupied? Is it? Who's in the toilet? All right. Well, let's come down here and set up the rest of the panel. We're going to turn everything here. Just follow the Airbus philosophy of no whites. And we're going to turn all these on. And there we go. All is good. Flight control is section 2. The trim, and there we go, isolation valve. Cooling goes to normal, ventilation, cap fans, and then we're going to turn all these guys on as well. And now we have no whites, and we're going to arm the emergency light. We're going to turn on the non-smoking and fasten seatbelt signs on, with the nav lights also turned on. Perfect. All right, we're done with the overhead panel. We're going to come down here and we're going to set this to the arc or map. And we'll worry about this later. Let's bring up the FMC. And that's one of the things I'd like to see change in this aircraft is I'd like to see Remove engine covers. The engine covers are removed automatically here, so let's take a look. So the engine covers are now removed, and you can see those beautiful engines right there. Just lovely, lovely work. Yep. All right. So we're going to come back here. We're going to go to the flight plan, and we're going to select the origin airport, which is Yankee, Sierra Sierra Yankee. By the way, our flight today is a little bit long, so we are going to shorten it a little bit. And I will show you something that most of you probably know because I've covered it many times in my previous X-Plane 11 tutorials, but I'm going to show it to you guys again here, and hopefully it'll be useful. I just downloaded XP12. I'm still able to install Orbex global mods from XP11. You can, but you have to work something out. There is a workaround to do it. It's not straightforward. All right, so we're heading to Brisbane, which is Yankee Bravo Bravo November. And we select that here, about 407 nautical miles. And the flight number today is, we are flying Q8 Aviation. So we are going to select Q8, and then 2023. That's our flight plan today. And we can execute that. All right, let's go to the departures. And for that, I'm just going to bring up our friendly Avitab plugin with the flight plan there. So that's our flight plan right there. So departures and runway 07 through the Fisher 8 and the Entra transition, as we can see here. And then we're going to go to the next page, flight plan, next page. And then from Entra, we're going to take Yankee 245. Yankee 245 is selected. And then we're going to exit at Banda. Banda. Excellent. And then Hotel 185. Hotel 185. And we're going to exit at Gomol. Gomol. Excellent. And from Gomel, it is our arrival. So we're going to go to the arrival, and we are going to select the Gomel 2 X-Ray, which is probably the next one. There we go, Gomel 2 X-Ray. And we're going to select that, and it's the ILS runway 19er left at Brisbane. Should we select BIS2 or vectors? That we can determine from the end of our flight plan. Let's see, so that's Brisbane. And that's ASTIP. And it looks like it's going to be vectors to final. All right, so we're going to select vectors to final. And we're going to say execute. Then we're going to go to the next page. We're going to go, it looks like there's one discontinuity here, so we'll clear that. And then next page, and there is another one here. I believe this is the vectors to final, which is... yeah, which is, this is the center fix, and then Ogato, and then from Ogato to runway 19er left. All right, should we clear this? Let's leave it for now, all right? Okay, so that's good here. We're going to go to the flight plan. We're going to go to VNAV. The transition altitude in Australia is it 11,000 feet? I think it is 11,000. I'm not sure. Can you load SimBrief into this aircraft? You cannot load SimBrief into the aircraft directly, but you can export a flight plan for X-Plane and then load it there. That's what you can do there. All right, I believe it's 11,000 feet for the transition. And next, the cruise altitude. I think we're going to do, how about we do 33,000 feet? All right, so 33,000 is set. And that's pretty much all we need to do in terms of the FMS because we don't really have the speeds. You've got, your top of descent. All of that good information is available here. But unfortunately, that's all we can do. All right. So we're going to set this to the QNH we can bring that from Volanta, and we go to the weather information, And from the weather information, we can scroll down just a little bit here, and we have the weather at Sydney, 306 degrees, 7-knot wind, few clouds at 1700, scattered at 3000, broken at 4000. The current temperature is 21 Celsius, and QNH is 1014. So 1014 is set on the captain's side, and now on the first officer's side as well. Perfect. All right, so we are now ready to push back out of our position and head over to Brisbane. Let's turn on our flight directors. Now, this aircraft, you know, it has its own mind, and so you have to work with it. Hopefully, I'll be able to show you. Niels, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. So it has a mind of its own. But we're going to have to, you have to treat it in a certain way so that it works. So that's what we're going to be doing today. All right. So beacon lights are on. And, so that happens because we didn't have the APU. So obviously it's got some bugs. Niels has been a VVIP member for 22 months. That's almost 2 years. Niels, thank you very much, sir, for your support. I really, truly appreciate it. Thank you. So, yeah. So, the aircraft is still kind of buggy, you know, and Laminar is probably working on it. So, we turned on the beacon and, phew, boom, everything is just gone because I think that once you turn on the beacon, it will disconnect the GPU. So I think that's probably what happened. But yeah, look at those engines. Beautiful. And by the way, very nice airport of Sydney by Thai model. Look at that. I mean, this is really nice. Very nice airport. All right. So we're waiting for the APU, and if we look here, we can see that the APU is almost there, and we'll be on our way in just a few. All right, APU is now available, so we're going to turn on the APU bleed, and we're going to turn off external power. Beacon is already on. Let's go ahead and get the pushback truck. All right, better pushback, start push.
Ground to cockpit. G'day, mate. Go ahead and show me where you'd like to point us.
All right, you can set us up right here. Right, I think that looks good. Perfect.
Yeah, ground to cockpit. Toast driving up right now.
Thank you very much. And Niels, ladies and gentlemen, just gifted 5 memberships at the Q8 Pilot channel. Niels, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your kindness, sir, and your support. I truly appreciate it. Guys, if you've received a membership from Niels, please be sure to say thank you. Very nice gift for the new year. Thank you very much, Niels. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, Hector. I'm glad you liked the intro. Appreciate it. Thank you. So far, 87% of you guys are saying make it official. A few of you do not like it.
All right, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All right, ready to connect. The plane physics, you know, it's a little bit. You feel that it's heavy. You feel like it's a big aircraft. It almost feels like the 747. I don't know how the actual aircraft flies in real life, but it feels pretty heavy. All right. All right, so we're getting the aircraft hooked up here. There we go. What is he doing?
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. So ready. All right, let's go here. And parking brake is released.
All right, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engines.
All right, we're clear to start our engines. So engine mode selector to start, and then we're going to pull engine number 2 up and move it to the forward position. And now we have the first engine starting. As you can see, the engine is spooling. And let's take a look at the outside. There we go. You can see the heat layer there from the APU. And now the engine is starting. Look at this aircraft. Looks beautiful. Only, what was that? The new intro is very nice. Thank you very much, Niels. Appreciate it. I think I missed something. All right. Wonder how weird it would be to fly a large aircraft with a side stick as compared to a traditional yoke. How can I add ARAC 2213? Ahmed, you have to have a Navigraph subscription to do that. So if you have an FMS manager, you just go there and X-Plane 12 should be there. You'll be able to select it. All right, we have a good start on engine number 2. Let's start engine number 1. There we go. Engine number 1 is now starting. The better pushback is a bit slow. Look at those engines. Very nice sight of this aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, the X-Works A330-900 NEO. Very nice aircraft. By the way, everything else is the default laminar Airbus A330. So, all right. We have both engines starting now, and cabin is ready. So we'll just wait for the engines to stabilize.
All right, mate. Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
All right. Let's set the parking brake. I'm going to bring some lights here. Let's see. Maybe that'll help the darkness. All right. Let's come here and set the parking brake. Right. We're going to set our altitude.
Stand by.
Altitude to 33,000 feet. Right, 330. Now, the FDs are on. All right, so auto brake to max. We're gonna arm the speed brake. Now, with the flaps, for some reason, if I use my joystick and turn them down, they won't move an inch. So we have to kind of do this. So flaps 1, and if we go now to the back, we'll see the flaps are extending. There we go. Flaps are done. The FMC still make my eye hurt. Yeah, the FMC is very, very bad, I must say. And hopefully the guys at X-Work will modify that to a fully functional M.2 in the days to come. The horror, yeah, the Airbus. This is the Airbus that has a mind of its own. Really, literally has a mind of its own. So yeah, let's see here, right? Those, at least that works. That works. All right. So far, so good. Let's see if it holds up. And ground spoilers are armed, seat belts, so everything is good, and we can do config. Again, it says engine, low oil temperature, whatever. Yeah, all right. STS. All right, let's just move, and maybe that will go away. Parking brake is released, and let's give it some power. Listen to those engine sounds. They're really nice, I must say. I like it. Yeah. By the way, today both airports are payware airports, and just kind of to, you know, do something a little different today in this live stream for you guys. So I decided to pick 2 payware airports for X-Plane 12. And that's our runway right there. Actually, let's go to the very beginning of the runway. We'll make the turn here, just so that we have sufficient runway. We could have gone a little more. All right, folks, we are ready to go. Let's line up. There we go. And everything's looking, by the way, we've got no blues now, so it kind of just waiting for us. Now, this is very sensitive, so the throttles are very sensitive. Nice. All right, so we're going to go to... That's the climb. And that's the flex. All right, there we go. Nice engine sounds. We're going to rotate at about 140 knots. $80 knots checked. Strobes and landing lights. Right, that's 140. Rotate. Positive rate of climb, gears going up. Oh yeah. Right, we're looking good. It's going to start complaining about the speed now. So let's see here. We're going to go to climb. And now we're going to engage the autopilot. And hopefully it will follow the plan and the speed. Now, like I said, this aircraft's got a mind of its own. Yeah, the flyby has to come to MSFS without a doubt. It looks like it is controlling the speed correctly now. And here is a look at the wing view here. Look at that, guys. Look at that beautiful wing view with the engines as we climb to 33,000 feet. You can see the wing condensation there as well. Something that is not available in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Look at that view. Yeah, the flex is real nice, David. Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. Check your APU. Call me STRIX. Yep, you are right. So engine mode selector is off. APU and APU bleeds are off. And everything else is good. Perfect. Where are we? 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. Runway turn-off lights are off. And we can release the passengers and cabin crew. There we go. Everything else here looks good. Now, this is a situation where the clouds in X-Plane 12 actually look good. Look at that. I mean, this view actually is very good. Let's switch to external view real quick. Oh yeah. Right, 15th. Look at the client. I mean, very unrealistic in terms of the performance. Your sim is not synchronized with real time right now, or is it? No, it's not. So if we were to synchronize it in real time, it'd probably be very dark, and you guys won't be able to see anything. Seems444, is X-Plane 12 worth getting? Personally, I think it is, yes. Osama Muhammad, welcome aboard, my friend. Yeah, see, the clouds here look okay. Yeah, they look pretty good. So in the last stream, in the last X-Plane 12 stream, it wasn't so good, but here today, it actually looks pretty good. Right, looks like the current poll is showing 83% of you guys favoring making the new intro official, and the rest are not liking it so much. Right. Freedom of flight, I really tried to love X-Plane 12, but there's so many little disappointments. During climb out, the clouds are so good. Yeah, call me STRIX. I agree with you there. Look, I will tell you, I'll tell you one thing. When X-Plane 10 came out, we said the same things. There were so many things. In fact, I will tell you guys, I will let you on a, it's not a secret. I mean, I've even shared this with Laminar at one point. But I remember when I purchased X-Plane 10, I purchased the DVD copies. X-Plane 9 had just been phased out, and X-Plane 10 was made available. And I believe the version I got of X-Plane was 10.2, so it was in the very initial stage. And when I got the DVDs, I was very anxious to install it, and which I did. And I was very disappointed with this plausible world. And, you know, the first thing any simmer would do is do what? Is load up the sim, go to his home airport, and then, you know, there's the big disappointment. Oh, that does not look like, you know, my home country. That does not look like my home airport. What is this, you know? And so I went through a journey of exploring X-Plane, and then I was really, really upset. And I went on Amazon and I wrote a really nasty review. Well, it wasn't nasty. I mean, it was just based on my honest opinion of what I thought of it. And I was really very upset. But then X-Plane 10 started improving. New things started to come to the sim. And then there was actually one person who went to my review on Amazon, and he replied and he said, have you checked out the X-Plane org for some add-ons, and those airports can be improved? So I said, yeah, why not? You know, I've already made the investment in this sim, so let me go ahead. And by the way, at that time I was also using FSX. So I said, all right, so let me get X-Plane and find out, you know, let me download a couple of, you know, airports. And that was when I found, on that same day, I found the 777 by Flight Factor, I believe. And that's when I downloaded it, and that was the beginning of really my X-Plane career, if you'd like to call it that. And yeah, patience is you know, the sim has gotten so good, and then X-Plane 11 came, and now X-Plane 12. So through the last 2 generations of X-Plane as a simulator, I must say that I have seen a lot of improvement, and that's what's, you know, that is the name of the game, is that they keep on improving. Behard Asadi, yes, this is based on the default Laminar research aircraft, so it's got the default FMC, but the guys at X-Works are going to work this on a project kind of like the Zebo, and hopefully we'll see some great things, but this is the initial work that they've done. And guys, yeah, please do show them your support by downloading their aircraft. It's absolutely free of charge, It's available in the X-Plane TO store or website. Link to it is provided both in the description of this live stream as well as in chat command through the command !aircraft. Should provide you with a link, and you can take a look. It's only been a stable release for 2 weeks. Absolutely, absolutely. That is absolutely right, Alex. All sims that just came out were not good enough. That is absolutely 100%. You nailed it. Thank you very much, Stan. Appreciate it, my friend. Is Active Sky compatible with X-Plane 12? No, it is not at this time. But I don't think you need, by the way, Active Sky, and I don't think that Laminar are going to open their weather APIs to developers. That's just my hunch. All right, let's increase the range here. All right, let's take a quick look at the outside here. Now we are cruising at 33,000 feet, and again the clouds do not look all that great from this altitude. They kind of look good here. Far in the distance they look good, I think. And look, by the way, this is all default X-Plane, so actually it doesn't look bad from this angle. Yeah, I think it looks all right. What do you guys think? Here's a nice engine view there for you. So some clouds, I think, look kind of like, quite honestly, no pun intended, they look like shaving foam. Like those, for example. But then on this side, when you look at all the clouds here, when they are closer, when the clouds are closer to one another, then they form a very, so to speak, a convincing scene. That's what I see. The wings are flexed up in the NEO, that's correct. Plane is not overly shaking. Why should it shake? I mean, is there a reason for it to shake? Turbulence or something, or? Here, if we look here, I mean, this is, I think that's how the aircraft actually looks. No? Beautiful. All right. So, by the way, folks, tomorrow, in the third-person view, I have all the planes shaped. Really? Huh. Does the plane have an Airbus M.2, or is it still the old FMS? It's the default FMS, but that hopefully will change with time by the X-Works development team. And, of course, they're doing this for fun, guys, so... I love flight simulators. I own both X-Plane 12 and MSFS. That being said, I am constantly watching flight sim videos on YouTube. And sir, I must say your YouTube channel is the best. Oh, thank you so very much. I'm very humbled. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. By the way, let's set this to standard. There we go. Again, a lot of things in this aircraft don't work properly, but it's all right. Let's disarm our speed brakes. It's got the potential. That's what I'll say. That it's got the potential. I guess the hey, just joined. The new intro is amazing. Make it official. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I guess the 330 Neo will get a M.2 when XP12 provides one. Not sure Tolus or FF are up for the loaners. That's a good question. I don't know. But yeah, you might be right. Alex, you like a Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yeah, a lot of people do. Does the Eclipse work in X-Plane 12? I'm not sure. Hello, Ropage. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. M16 driver, welcome aboard. Hope they can make it a new Zevo for X-Plane 12. That's the plan. Freedom of Flight, welcome aboard. So you're planning to use the time acceleration. You said something about speeding up the time earlier. Yes, that's right. Hello, Q8. Icing simulated? Yes, icing is fully simulated in X-Plane 12. Icing, wind shear, all of that good stuff is simulated. All right. So one thing I want to tell you, it will speed up the time a little bit. I know you guys, we're not going to spend the whole day here. I realize it's New Year's Eve, but that's where I really wanted to spend my New Year's Eve is with you guys, and hence this stream today on Saturday. Tomorrow, I am, so as part of the changes in 2023 is I want to be able to multi-stream 2-3 platforms, being YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and all have their advantages and disadvantages. I do like to start doing something on Twitch. Because I think it's an excellent platform. Lucas, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Happy New Year to you. So tomorrow I will be doing a stream, but it's going to be a test stream to see the functionality of Restream.io. So I've signed up with them, and they have two ways to stream. I can stream either through Streamlabs OBS, or I can stream through their proprietary web-based studio. I'm not going to use their studio because it's not suitable for the type of things I do normally on a stream, and I want my overlays and things like that. So I'm going to be streaming through Streamlabs OBS, but I am going to be streaming to 3 locations: Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you guys like to join me on that. And I will probably be streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane during that, because I want to see if I can, as you start streaming as you start multi-streaming, I want to be able to assess the bandwidth. Yeah, so technical things, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, Salzar, a few things I want to change in 2023. So that's one of them. I'd like to be able to multi-stream. I know a lot of people like Twitch, so I'd like to be able to reach those guys as well. All right, so we are going to take a quick look at our plan. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of distance to cover. 81.95, that's a lot of distance to cover. So what we're going to do, that's the top of descent in 184 nautical miles. So what we're going to do is cheat a little bit and increase the speed, the ground speed. So I'm going to click my magic button, and now you can see I'm not sure if you can see it or if it's maybe hidden by the overlay, but it says 2x ground speed. Let me very quickly show you this, and if I click it again, now we're flying in 4 times speed, so 4 times. So look at the distance, how quickly we are, we're moving right now. So this is 4 times the ground speed that we're moving at. And the control, the altitude will suffer a little bit, so the aircraft will not be able to keep the pitch. It's doing actually a pretty good job for 4x the speed. And to do this is we're going to go to, let me just show you this because I think a lot of people have asked about this in the past. So we're going to go to the search key. Actually, no, it's joystick. And let me just click the button. All right. So you need to map a button or a keyboard button to sim 1x, 2x, 4x ground speed. And that's something you'll find if you search for what, just type 1X in the box and you'll be able to find this one. So the way to do this is if you go to edit here and you just type 1X, sim 1X, 2X, you'll be able to find this and just say apply and then you'll have it. And it goes, by the way, all the way to 16 times the ground speed. And this is now back to the normal speed. We're going to keep it at, let's say 4. And that should decrease the amount of time that we have to sit. But we have to be very careful for the top of descent. So we're just going to increase the range here a little bit. That's the top of descent there. So we're just going to keep it on 80 so you guys don't have to wait too much for the landing and the arrival into Brisbane. We have Jack R. Hello, my friend. Good evening to you. Happy New Year to you and all your loved ones, my friend. I personally love the weather system. I'm sure it will get better. I'm sure it will get better. Does it only seem the way is too warm for the color? Every time I fly, it seems a bit too warm for the color. Yeah. So in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the color is a little bit oversaturated and it's more on the warm side of things. You can always use Alt F3 to create your own filters. It's called Freestyle, and Microsoft Flight Simulator supports it. It's an NVIDIA thing. It's an NVIDIA card thing. So just click on Alt and F3 and you can reduce the sharpness, you can change the saturation. There's a lot of features that you can play with to change the color of your Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now you can see it will do a few turns here and there based on the weather that it encounters because we're flying at 4 times the ground speed. So any little changes are going to look very violent because the aircraft wants to very quickly readjust itself. So by the way, with some aircraft the autopilot will go crazy, so I don't recommend that you do this with all the aircraft, but times 2 the ground speed should be fine and should significantly reduce your flight time, you know, if you don't just want to sit there and wait for the aircraft to cruise. All right. All right, I'm going to just very quickly switch to external view. And I want you guys to take a look at the clouds in this specific situation. And they actually do not look bad. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't look bad, for sure. A little bit foamy. A little bit of shaving foam right here. But overall, it's okay, I think. All right, we're getting very close now to top of descent. So if we look here... yep, that's the top of descent. So I'm gonna now go back to normal speed. So we just covered 185 nautical miles in a matter of just a few minutes, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So we get to do that. Yeah, we get to cheat a little bit on New Year's Eve for this stream. And I know, by the way, a lot of you guys prefer the takeoff and landings. So that's something I've researched thoroughly in the flight sim world, and that's what people are interested in for the most part when they watch videos, unless they're going for a tutorial, then that's what they'd like to see. All right, so we're gonna go to our lovely Volanta, very nice, and we are gonna go to a Navigraph and we're gonna select our flight plan. So let's unload this one. Import from SimBrief, and that should load our plan into SimBrief. There we go. Let's download this one, and we want to go to Brisbane. We're arriving runway 19er left, as you can see here. So let's click on the charts, click on the approach, and we're going to click on runway 19er left, which is this one here. So let's bring up the chart or the approach plate. And that's the approach plate right there. Okay. That's beds. All right. So the final, the localizer frequency is 110.1 and 196 is the approach course. So 110.1. Let's come here. 110. It's already set, and the approach course is already set for us as well. Perfecto. All right. Let's come down here now and worry about this one here. Next, let's say next. Where is the transition? So if we look here, let's see here. So there is one. This is as steep, but then there is Betso. Why don't we have Betso? So let's enter it. Betso. I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to select the center fix and put it here. And now we're going to say execute. And let's take a look now at the plan and see how things look after adding the... come here to plan. Alright, this is Bonda. And we're going to go to next page. Alright, now that gives us a much better approach into... let me do this here, 40. That gives us a much nicer approach into Brisbane. Nice curve here. So we cleared the discontinuity. And this is why, by the way, guys, it's very good to always consult the charts. We have with us Mr. Nabil. Just became a VVIP member here at the Q8 Pilot channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome to the exclusive group here at the Q8 Pilot channel. And by the way, in 2023, there will be a lot more stuff coming for the channel members. And I know I haven't done much for you guys. So I apologize for that. I try to give you always the sneak peek into things and consult you guys for the most part with everything first. All right, we'll see here. So we're going to go to 3,000 feet. Let's see here, 3,000. 18.3. Right, 3,000. All right, perfect. And what's going on here? All right, so this is the top of descent. And let's go ahead and just initiate the descent now. Now, for some reason, it takes it's reducing speed. That's okay. Sorry, guys, that was my mom calling. So I had to take the call. I use Navigraph. I need to the correct path. I tried many paths. Do you use Ortho for X-Plane 12? No, not yet. Hey, Abood, how are you, my friend? Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. So I'm not sure why we're not descending now. So descent, please. Descent. Thank you. Thank you. Now the aircraft is descending. All right. So actually, not a very long flight. If you use the, if you use the sim ground speed, if you double it, then we actually went to quadruple the ground speed. So, and I think, well, one of the things I've come to learn in this genre of things or the industry is that people are they don't actually watch videos, so they go to the video. You have like and now by the way, I love the fact that YouTube has enabled chapters where you can actually see it visually, chapter 1, so you can skip, and that's a good thing because it increased the viewership of videos on YouTube. But what people tend to do is they watch the first 5 minutes and then they're looking for something specific they don't hear it in the first 5 minutes. There is no way for them to go through the whole video. So they go and they type a comment asking you the question in the comment section, and it's like something you've answered or you've addressed in the first 10 minutes of the video. So Q8, how does the scenery look in cruise over the United States? Looks pretty good. I have to say, yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. In fact, all the houses in the U.S., they look very much like houses in the U.S. So I think they've done a really good job there with the... and that's, by the way, since X-Plane 11. Since X-Plane 11, they've had this. All right, let's take a quick look at our weather. So let me go ahead and... we have a couple of friends here. GLV Pilot, welcome. And Derb Q, welcome, guys. Right, welcome to my Volanta list of friends. All right, so let's go to flight briefing, and from the flight briefing here, you can see this is Brisbane. At Brisbane, we have 190 degrees 4 knot wind, few clouds at 2,000, scattered at 3,000. Temperatures 21 Celsius, a bit warmer than well, it's about actually the same as Sydney. No change in the temperature. QNH 1011, so we're looking good there. Yeah. So I think we're good. No worries there. One more friend. There we go. Osama Sertawi. Hello, my friend. Welcome. All right, let's add you. Perfect. All right. TS Aviation. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have also M16 Driver. How are you doing today? All right, we continue our descent now towards Brisbane, and we should be there in no time. And by the way, the airport, both airports today are payware airports. If you are interested in either one, just type exclamation ARR and exclamation DEP, that's Delta Echo Papa, for the departure and arrival airport. Links will be provided to you in chat command. Right, let's switch to the outside here real quick and take a look, since you guys are asking about. Now look at the terrain beneath us, and from this altitude, this actually looks pretty good. This is default X-Plane, by the way. So this is the default mesh in X-Plane. Now again, it's not photoreal, guys, and this is not what it looks like in Australia, perhaps. But I think it still looks very plausible, looks very believable. It makes for a very convincing scene overall. So yeah, I do like it. I do like it. And I really like this, the shape of the A330. I think it's really very nice. Very nice aircraft. Here's a look again at the engines as we approach Brisbane. I used that one, but it's not working. Huh. By the way, folks, just a quick thing for you. You will notice that I have removed the aircraft. So I used to endorse Midwest model aircraft. And I personally, before I've endorsed them and before I actually did the partnership with them and put the link here for you guys to take a look at their store, I've actually purchased a couple of aircraft from them. And I've examined the quality of those two aircraft, and they were outstanding. But today I've received a message from one of you guys saying that, hey Q8, I purchased an aircraft from this model store, from the Midwest model store, and it's $47 or $48, and the quality is really bad, and I'm scheduling an immediate return to it, and he just thought that he'd let me know. So what I'm going to do, folks, is you'll notice that all the links have been removed from any new videos. I obviously can't go to all the previous ones, but you will no longer see them in the chat command. And I've removed them from my videos, removed them from the default settings, and I'm going to contact the store, and I'm not going to put them back unless that one person who purchased an aircraft is happy 100% with his purchase and the quality of the aircraft that he bought. Otherwise, I'm not going to, advertise something or enter into partnerships with something and that you guys are not satisfied with. So, Talal El Hadri, welcome aboard, my friend. Hello there. Was there any bugs with this mod? So far, no bugs. It flies pretty good. It's actually based on the Laminar Research A330, Talal. So no bugs really. If there are any bugs, they are with the actual Laminar aircraft. Oswaldo Valentin has just super chatted for $5. Sir, thank you very much for your kindness. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Q8 pilot, you are the very best.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your kind words and for your $5 chat, super chat. I truly appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for your generosity and for your support and your kind words. Right here, so you can see the terrain here below us. I think it looks good. I think, look at the clouds, guys. Here, I think they look good. Again, not bad. And we can see the aircraft is decelerating a little bit. And we continue our descent. We're good for the current sector of the flight. And if we increase it, yeah, I think we're looking good. 16,000. And yeah, this actually looks good here. Let's switch to external view. And I think now you have a better look at the terrain where we can see it, and the clouds look very nice. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Yeah, very decent. Again, I'm going to say that this is not as, as glorious as Microsoft Flight Simulator. Definitely not the same fidelity, but it looks pretty good. Looks pretty convincing. Simming for me is about flight and planes, not how green the grass is. But to be fair, FS 2020 is a great GA sim. I have to agree with you there. Oh, guys, Talal Al-Hadri just put a message there, and he's saying that today is his birthday. So, Talal, happy birthday to you, my friend. Many happy returns. I wish you the very best this year, whatever remains from 2022, and all the best in 2023. Many happy returns, my friend. Guys, give it up and tell Talal happy birthday. Qwerty Moose, I hate the autopilot on the LR A330, not like a proper autopilot, but I haven't flown it for a while. It's still very buggy. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Thank you very much for your support, Qwerty Moose. You've been a great supporter of the channel, and I thank you very much, sir. Again, Talal, happy birthday to you, my friend. I hope that you enjoyed your special day. Do we have to sing now? Well, guys, sometimes I feel so motivated, and I feel so, wanting to do things on stream. But there's something that holds me back, because here's the thing. I think there's a certain image that everyone is now accustomed to, that this is Q8 pilot, this is what he... Q8, do you support any builds? I'm an official partner of any builds, yeah. So there is a certain image that I've developed over the years, and I think people think of Q8 in a certain way. And I'll tell you guys, I'm approaching 50. I will be 50 in a couple of years, all right? But there is a little child in me that just likes to do child stuff sometimes. So, and I think it's a wonderful thing to be able to have that little child in you and not lose it, and just just to always have it, there. That's just the way I feel, Sometimes, when I look in the mirror, I say, yeah, I'm definitely, close to 50. But deep down in my heart, I don't feel that way. You know, I still feel like, yeah, you know, let's bring on that, you know, sports car, and, you know, let's put the pedal to the metal, and let's have some fun, and, you know, let's go and do this and do that, and yeah. Yeah, it's nice to regress to a 12-year-old from time to time. Absolutely. Absolutely, David. Well said. Well said. Hopefully you don't do it much, you know, because there are people depending on you. But every now and then, it's definitely a nice thing to do. All right, guys, we are approaching 10,000 feet, and that means we are going to turn on our landing lights and runway turn-off lights and the nose lights as well. Actually, I'm going to turn on the wing light. Why not? And all the lights are basically turned on, and we continue our descent. You can see the aircraft is also decelerating, and so it is at least following the right speeds. So it should be 240. It's keeps going down. Hopefully not much, but shouldn't go much below that. So I'm not sure exactly what is it doing, but yeah. Hopefully it stabilizes there. It picked up the right speed there, so that's the FMS speed 240, and you can see this this magenta dot. When it goes down here, when it's in the center line, it means you are at the right altitude. If it goes up, it means you're too high. If it goes down, it means you're too low. So there we go. It's readjusting itself. We're looking good. 10,000 for 3,000. Still looking all right. Sending it about 9,000 feet per minute. And by the way, we're going to set the barrel. Let me just grab the altimeter real quick for Brisbane. The altimeter is 1011. All right, and let's see here, 1011. There we go. And same thing on the first officer's side, 1011. Now, there's a tricky part to this aircraft, guys. And hey, Andy, hello, my friend. Good evening to you. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Welcome aboard. 51 and getting younger. Absolutely, Anthony. See, actually, after 50, the counter starts going backwards. So every year after 50, you go back, so you become 49. And then it goes back to 50. So so you're stuck there. You don't grow any older. So there's a tricky part about this aircraft that, normally with an Airbus, when you are in climb mode and once you touch down, right before touchdown, about 20 feet above the ground, when it starts calling retard, when you retard the throttle, it actually disconnects the auto throttle. This unfortunately does not happen in this aircraft. So once we are at the approach speed, we need to disable the auto throttle and manually hand fly the aircraft. So it's not an option, because if you don't, and if you hit the ground with the auto throttle still engaged, you will continue with that same approach speed, and you will not be able to decelerate in time to to bring the aircraft to a stop. Looks like we're going through some clouds here. Let's take a look. Again, very nice condensation effect. I love the cloud smoothing in X-Plane 12. When you go through the clouds, just looks very nice. Look at that. Yeah, looks as if you're going through the cloud, which is done very well. Again, a sim that has some negatives, some positives. Overall, I think X-Plane 12 is worth it. Do I think that they rushed their release? I think they did, and I was very vocal about that. But guys, in the end of the day, I love X-Plane. I just love X-Plane, and I plan on a lot more content. By the way, guys, here is I'm going to end the poll, so you guys can see the results. Here we go, end the poll, and here are the results for you. All right, so we're almost there. We are at 7,000 for 3,000, 4,000 feet to go. We're going to switch this to 20 nautical miles. Now we can see the turn there towards the airport. And if we look here and go to program, where's program? Program. So we are about 32 nautical miles from Brisbane. So almost there now. Right, perfect. Looking good there. Excellent. Okay, going through some clouds. And here's a look at the engine. One of the things also I like about X-Plane is, now look at the speed. Now we're going through some, you know what? We better turn on the anti-ice wing, and engine anti-ice is on. Because the speed is getting pretty low now. Right, I'm going to go ahead and extend laps. Actually, that's not going to work, so let me do this. I'm not sure what's going on with the flaps. Hopefully they'll extend for landing. Right, let's turn on the landing system on both sides. Speed is very low. Why is it doing this? 185. It's definitely not at 185. Now I'm afraid to do something here, and it messes things up. Yeah, we're gonna stall. Alright, let me do this. Let me see here. Alright, that's good. All right, so we're going to manage the speed ourselves. We just have to remember to turn off the auto throttle right before landing. And hopefully the aircraft would descend now, which it should. All right, here we go. We are descending, and now I'm not sure what the aircraft is doing. It's doing all sorts of strange things. Steering to the other side. So let's bring up this here. Come on. I have no clue what is it doing now. All right, let's do the following. Let's go direct. Yeah. So the aircraft's going to do its own thing, and it does that quite often. So let me just take over. Yeah, again, it's got a mind of its own, but we'll recover, guys. Don't worry. We'll recover from that. All right. All right, and look at the speed. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't see where we are. We drifted way away from the flight plan, so. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get things back on track. And if we can't, then what I'll do is I'll just hand fly the aircraft for the entire approach. But hopefully it'll work. We'll see. All right, so now we have a direct to Betso. Let's see if that works. We are going to do this here. And autopilot is engaged. Let's see if that works. And it's going to want to go to 3000, which is okay. And let's see, what is it doing? Jeez. It's going to want to go here, maybe? I have no clue. I have no clue what this aircraft is doing. Alright, let's disconnect the autopilot. And let's do our own thing. We're going to turn... the landing system's already turned on. So I'm just going to wing it, guys. I'm going to retract this speed to about 155. I'm just going to hand fly the aircraft. All right, let's turn off the anti-icing system. And passenger signs are on for arrival. Wow, look, there is a ship below us. Let's take a look here real quick. What is that? Look at that. There's a ship. Looks like a military. Look at that. How cool is that? All right. There we go. I'm just going to hand fly the entire approach into Brisbane. We do need the auto throttle, and I'm not sure why the speed is continuing to... Here we go. Yeah, I'm just, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hand fly the aircraft. Right, we can see, we can go to approach now. So let's go to approach. Let's engage the autopilot, Cat 1. Flaps, and we can lower the landing gear. The flaps don't seem to be... Not sure what's going on with the flaps there. Let's see if that works. Still nothing. Flaps are not going down. Very, very strange. That the flaps are just not going down. I wonder why is that happening. Right, let's arm the speed brakes. Spoilers. And let's take a look here. Ah! They are working now. Alright, perfect. Flaps 3. And we're going to take this to about 140. God, that was a struggle. That was a serious struggle. All right, and we're going to go to about 140. Okay. Finally, we got it to... I told you guys, you have to really work with this aircraft the way it wants to be dealt with. It requires special treatment, yeah? It has a mind of its own, so you have to figure out what the aircraft wants and do it. But overall, yeah, not too bad. Speed is idle, and we are ready, cleared to land. Runway 19 left here at Brisbane. And this actually looks very nice, guys. The approach looks nice, I must say. And we'll take a look at Brisbane once we land. Let's go ahead and notify cabin crew. Right, cabin crew are notified. Seat belts signs are on. The auto brake is set to medium, and the spoilers are armed. And let's go 140. Let's go flaps full. Right. Actually, let me do this. Bring it back here and do it myself. And now, if we go to the... there we go. Flaps are extending. Look at that, guys. With the condensation there. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, after a struggle, we were able to put the aircraft back on its descent path to Brisbane. I tell you, this is a lovely scene of this aircraft. Look at the wing condensation there. Look at that, guys. A little bit of wind there. Look at it. Beautiful. All right. So let's focus on the landing here. And we'll worry about all the replays later. Cabin's ready. We are on the glide slope, on the localizer. And at 1,000 feet, folks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the autopilot and the auto throttle. And I will take over. So let me just, yeah. All right, so we'll leave it for now. And just as we get closer, by the way, this is a really nice scenery of Brisbane. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. That is a really nice approach. The clouds in this specific situation look very, very good. We're a bit too high, but that's okay. We'll fix it. Right, so 140. And when it says retard, all right, so let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot and buy aircraft. Right, and
$40, $30, $20, retard, 10, 5,
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brisbane. Right, now all the warnings will come. That's okay. All right. What do you guys think? Thank you very much, Rand. Very nice scenery of Brisbane. We'll take a look, of course, we'll take a look at the landing and just... Raul Rodriguez, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Right, here we go. Let's make a turn here. I do like this scenery of Brisbane. I think it's pretty neat. I think we can go either there or there. I think we're just going to go there. That's fine. Thank you very much, Andy. Appreciate it. I'll tell you guys, this aircraft is a real challenge. Not because it's realistic, but because it's buggy. So it makes it very difficult. Every time I fly this aircraft is a struggle. But I'm really... my expectations from the guys at X-Works is that they will take this aircraft and revamp it. And that would be just... oh, just look at this, guys. Look at this airport. Look at X-Plane 12. Now tell me that doesn't look good. That actually looks very nice. Right, I think we can pick any spot. The airport is... I don't have a global traffic global yet, so I think we can go anywhere we want. And here we go. Let's bring the aircraft to a stop here and take a look at our landing. So guys, did you guys like the fact that we sped the time up? I think it's cool. All right, parking brake is set, and now let's take a look at the, was it a light load? It was a very light load, yes. Carl, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. All right, let's take a look at the landing. Toggle replay. And we're gonna go somewhere here. No, that's a little too much. But right there. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's play it. And let's switch to external view. And now we can enjoy the beauty of X-Plane 12. Yeah. Look at that. The wing condensation is just lovely. And here is a tower view. Oh, look at that steep descent there. Hopefully it won't do what the Flight Factor aircraft did and kind of landed. Yeah, let's wait and see. Man, I'll tell you guys, this view is really nice. The approach into Brisbane from this runway 19 left is, or right, but by the way, both are very nice. Here's the tower view. Wow. That was not a very good landing, by the way, but look at, it just looks so real. Yeah. There we go. By the way, that's probably the best I could do with this aircraft, just being so buggy. Beautiful trees underneath. VOR station right there. That's when we disconnected the auto throttle. A little bit of a bounce. Look at the smoke there. Wow. That's the reversers. Lovely. Just really lovely. Well, folks, I think this pretty much brings us to the end of this live stream. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Before we close, I want to once again wish you guys a very happy new year, a prosperous, healthy, filled with love for you and your loved ones. I want to thank you so very much for all the support, for all the kind words, your comments, your super chats, your donations, everything that you've done. I am so very grateful for every single one of you guys, and for every comment, for every like, for every dislike. Please, I do apologize if I have not met your expectations at any point throughout this journey, and I promise you guys a lot more to come on the channel in 2023 and beyond. I'm sorry if I have missed any of your comments, or if I have missed any of your emails. But of course, you have to understand that it's not intentional. Yeah. I just I have found that that I'm very attached to the community, and I'm very attached to flight simulation. It has really become part of who I am, and it is something I cherish, and I cherish every moment with you guys. And I wanted to make sure that I end the year with the community, with you guys, with you fine folks. Today, the 31st of December, 2022. So until next year, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Happy 2023, and bye-bye for now.